In our time at PVI, we have had 720 days of school, 5,040 class periods, not including advisory, 5,760 class periods, including advisory, 1,707 varsity athletic competitions, won 4 WCAC championships, won 9 state championships, performed 8 mainstage theatrical shows, performed 16 choral and band concerts, participated in 60 different clubs, taken 112,448 tests, created 2,048 sets of flashcards on Quizlet, had 80 school-wide masses, sent 57 students to Bonica, given 5,020 hours of service, marched for life 4 years in a row, donated literal tons of food to local food drives, beat O'Connell countless times, obviously, celebrated 4 Spirit Weeks, danced the night away at 9 school dances, and made too many memories to count. We have made friendships. We have become a family.
Last month, I was invited to usher the junior ring mass along with a few other seniors, some sophomores, and freshmen. And this was actually one of the coolest experiences I've had at PVI. And it wasn't even from the ring mass itself. It was from the practice beforehand when we went out to lunch, a bunch of kids that kind of knew each other, were best friends, or didn't even know each other at all from all different grade levels. And we all went out to this one pizza place. And they told us to go sit in the back corner, but they had small booths in the back corner. And so we all tried to squish into one booth, about 15 of us, but it didn't work. And so we had 6 and 6, but then we tried to like slide in chairs so everybody could sit next to each other. And then they finally just go make one long table so everybody could sit together. And I just thought that was a really cool aspect of PVI, was that we didn't even want to split into 2 separate tables because everybody wanted to eat lunch together and talk to each other even though we didn't even know each other that well. And I just think that really exemplifies what PVI is as a whole.
I won't remember how hard that bio test was sophomore year, or even bombing all the tests that I thought I would ace, or even that awful Monday morning feeling. But rather I'll remember all of the memories that I've made here at PVI.
Volleyball was really special to me because I met a lot of my closest friends there. Some of my favorite memories are times we spent on the bus together and going to and from Riken, our really long drives, and just all of our practices. We always had a lot of fun, and I just really loved hanging out with all those girls.
My main extracurricular is lacrosse, and it's been amazing because I've gotten to meet such amazing friends, and I've gotten to develop as a lacrosse player and as a person.
So I think my favorite memory from high school was when the swim team went to states this year, and it was just really exciting. Everyone swam really well, and it was just really cool all being there together, and it was a really good experience for our team.
Okay, so my favorite memory from high school was probably senior year calculus. We had a group of 4 friends, and the teacher just never really cared what we were doing. She knew that we did well, and we could just talk the whole class, and it was really fun.
My fondest memory for engineering would be when one of the guest speakers for the engineering club brought in a 3D printer and printed out a keychain for PVI.
My favorite thing that I was involved with at PVI has been the mission trip to Bonica and the pilgrimage to Rome. Both experiences helped me to grow my faith and meet new people and have better friendships with the friends I have and explore someplace I never would have otherwise.
A lesson I've learned in high school is to be nice to everyone because you never know when you're going to be friends with them or when you'll need them.
Step out of my comfort zone and reach out to a bunch of different people. And I think I've really reaped the benefits of that at PVI because I've made a bunch of different friends.
I've learned to, I'm gonna go with the cheesy one, I've learned to grow in my faith, and I found good friends.
A lesson I learned in high school is never procrastinate. So I think one of the most definite lessons that I've learned here was probably to be yourself and not care about what other people think.
The greatest lesson I learned from being in high school is not take things for granted. We're blessed to be in this area, given the opportunities we have, being at the school and everything. Just not letting everything go to waste and taking advantage of what we have here.
I think the best lesson I've learned is that you can't go it alone. You really need to have people in your life that you can depend on, that you can work with well. So, and I don't think I'd be where I am if I didn't have people like that. So that's the lesson I've learned. You gotta depend on people.
You know, the first time I thought about high school was when I was 5 or 6 watching High School Musical with my brothers and doing the dance to We're All in This Together with them in the family room. And needless to say, I was a little disappointed when I got to high school that no one broke out in song in the middle of the cafeteria and that Troy Bolton didn't go to PVI. But, you know, even though PVI wasn't exactly like East High, I learned a lot of things here, and I will cherish all of my memories. I think the biggest thing that I've learned is pride. You know, being proud of myself, being proud of my school, my faith. I found the greatest friends on the volleyball court and in the theater. I've taken life-changing classes and traveled places I never think I would find myself, you know, like Rome or Bonica, all surrounded by all my best friends. You know, there's really something special about this school, I think. There's something special about the people here. I remember it so distinctly from the day that I shadowed. I'd been to a lot of other high schools already, but the thing that really struck me about PVI was that everybody smiled all the time. And it was crazy to me that every single person I saw had a smile on their face and looked genuinely happy to be at school. And that's the kind of environment you need. It's the kind of environment that teenagers can thrive in. That kind of positive attitude is something that I've learned during my time at PVI, and I think it's one of my assets that will really guide me through life. You know, going back to High School Musical, I remember thinking that everyone here was like breaking free and not sticking to the status quo. It's like everyone here supports each other. Unlike Troy Bolton, I didn't feel ashamed or embarrassed at all to join theater. And it was like everyone around me thought it was cool too. And I think that that's so unique. I really think that there are very few places in the world that you can feel as at home and as safe as I did at PVI. And as much as I complain about homework and tests and wearing a uniform, I'm seriously going to miss PVI so much next year.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you build a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, they're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay.
I hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad, yeah. Oh, the only way you can know, you give it all you had. Hey, yeah.
And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say, that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. Yeah, with every broken bone, I swear I live.
with every